Hi and Assalamualaikum. So today I will summarize the point that I got from the slide. Before I go further, I want to touch a little bit about what is risk in Islam perspective actually. So risk is like the exposure to the damage. Even in Al-Quran itself already state that tomorrow is guaranteed. No one can ensure the result of tomorrow, either it will give a profit or loss for us. So this is a simple definition of risk in Islamic perspective. Thus, in this video, I will touch about the relationship between the risk and maqasid syariah, and then the types of risk in Islamic perspective, and also the ways to manage the risk. Moving on to the risk and maqasid syariah. The perspective in risk and its management lies under the maqasid syariah or Islamic law. So the principle of maqasid will simply taking all precautions to safeguard their future or the present wealth. And then risk in Islamic economics represent the probable loss of wealth as not desirable in itself. But for Islamic perspective, economic activities are not judged by inherent risk, but either they can create the value or add the value. The principle on risk as promotion of well-being, like the faith and then the intellect, self, posterity, and wealth. There are 5 principles. And next, moving on to the type of risk in Islamic perspective. There are 3 types of risk that was identified by Hassan at 2009, which is the essential risk, permissible risk, and prohibited risk. So the first one is the essential risk. The essential risk is a tolerable risk to be avoided, and then the second one is prohibited risk. Prohibited risk is the form of excessive gara. Thus, sale can be void due to the gara, due to the risk of existence. And the third one is a permissible risk. Permissible risk is necessary and can be avoided in order to gain the profit or reward. Then the last one is moving on to the ways to managing the risk. There are 4 ways to manage the risk, which is the first one is a risk avoiding, and then the second one is a risk reductions, and the third one is a risk sharing, and the fourth one is the risk controlling step. So the first one is a risk avoiding, so you can avoid from doing the activities that can carry for the risk, so at least it can minimize your risk. And the second one is a risk reduction. So reduction is actually deal with the mitigate potential loss. For example, like you have the investor in the certain industry, but due to the political risk, maybe it can affect yours. So to reduce the risk, you can diversify your portfolio by buying stock from the others industry, for instance. And then the third one is a risk sharing. Risk sharing actually, if I'm not mistaken, like having a third party who can manage your risk, like maybe the insurance. And then the last one is a risk controlling. Risk controlling, we just can have the contingent plan to control the risk. And then that's all from